There is so much to talk about when it comes to The Last of Us right now. We could talk about the show for hours, we could talk about the games, but the thing that keeps on spinning in my head is the fact that through The Last of Us multiplayer, we are getting a Naughty Dog live service game. I was gonna make a video talking about how I'm excited about the multiplayer and like top 10 things I want to see in the multiplayer, top 10 things I'm excited to see in the multiplayer, but for the most part, that video would have been me talking about the fact that Naughty Dog is making a live service game and the things that I would expect when Naughty Dog is making a live service game, the things I'm hype about with the idea of Naughty Dog making a live service game. So I wanted to get into a couple of those things in this video and start up this whole conversation. So there's three main points that I want to talk about when it comes to what can Naughty Dog bring to this space. The first thing that is exciting to me when I hear Naughty Dog is making a live service game is Naughty Dog being able to bring their level of storytelling to a seasonal format, right? When we think about, the quality of Naughty Dog game, when we think about other studios that make high quality games like Rockstar, we only get how many Rockstar games a generation? We got one for the PS4? We got Red Dead Redemption 2 and that was it, and like the PS4 version of GTA 5. For Naughty Dog, we got Uncharted 4 and we got The Last of Us Part 2. So if you want to have a story, if you want to get that Naughty Dog level storytelling, interactive storytelling in a game, you have to wait years. With this live service Naughty Dog game, it's possible that we get new content every few months. Like, it would make sense that they would drop these episodes or just whatever the content is in a seasonal format, right? And this is Naughty Dog's level of writing I'm talking about, their level of cinematography, and their ability to blend these things with the gameplay. I mean, look at The Last of Us Part 1. That game came out in 2013, and if you look at the show's getting like great reception, and a lot of the things that I hear people talking about, aside from episode 3, comes from things that Naughty Dog had done in The Last of Us, like in 2013. That's an old game. That's not even their level of storytelling right now. That's not even Uncharted 4. That's not The Last of Us Part 2. And then to be able to enjoy this seasonal content with your friends and maybe even potentially as your own character, that's insane. That's completely different. The next thing I'm excited about when it comes to The Last of Us's multiplayer and Naughty Dog's live service game is the gameplay. I have a clip. I love this clip. I've probably used it twice already on the channel, but I'm going to play the clip for you guys right now. Look at that clip. That clip is what I'm talking about. That clip is what makes Naughty Dog making a multiplayer game mean so much to me, right? I mean, look at the lighting. Listen to the sound, the glass breaking as like a clicker or whatever infected is moving towards me. Like the pacing of it. You see how in the beginning I'm sneaking around and I accidentally grab the attention of one, and then it just starts to snowball from there. And all of that, like all of the sound and lighting and the speed and everything just adds to this level of immersion that you don't get in any other multiplayer game right now. That just not even right now, that you've never seen before in a multiplayer game. Now, I'm not saying The Last of Us would be the first survival multiplayer game or whatever, but it's everything that comes with Naughty Dog's version of that, right? And I've been seeing these videos. I've seen like 3 of them on like TikTok and YouTube Shorts and things like that, of people saying multiplayer games aren't fun anymore and they're too competitive. Well, it's because multiplayer games today do not bring you into this other world the same way they did when Black Ops 2 came out. You know, there's not too much with these new multiplayer games besides being good and being the best. So of course, if you don't care about the competitive scene, these games aren't going to mean anything to you. But with a multiplayer game like The Last of Us, there's going to be a lot more to do than just be the best, than just rank up and, you know, like, I don't know, like, will they even have ranked? I hope they have ranked, but whatever. There's going to be more to the game than that. The last thing I want to talk about in this video, so we don't go too long, is the polish. Now, there's a level of polish that Naughty Dog and Rockstar put into their games that you just, to be honest, you don't see that level of polish in any other game. It doesn't happen, especially in a multiplayer game. Even Rockstar, they have Red Dead Online and they have GTA 5 online, GTA Online, my fault. Those games don't have the level of polish as the actual main game, the single player game. For instance, with Grand Theft Auto, the multiplayer doesn't have animals. Like, if you play Grand Theft Auto 5, the single player, and you're walking around the city, there's like dogs, cats, birds, you know what I'm saying? The world just feels more alive. And to me, that's polish. You know, at least that's what I'm talking about right now. And it's not just little things like animals. I mean, it's things like traffic. You know, it's systems like the police system. If you do something bad, I guess you would call it, whatever, in GTA Online, you instantly have cops chasing you, shooting at you. If you do something in the single player, the cops might walk towards you, try to arrest you. You know what I'm saying? These are things that don't happen in the multiplayer. And I feel like Naughty Dog, they're not going to do that. I don't think the multiplayer is going to be some less polished version of the single player. Also, another thing, in Grand Theft Auto, your character doesn't have the same level of animations as Michael and Trevor and Franklin. I do not see The Last of Us multiplayer having that same problem. And if it doesn't, can you imagine if 2 things? 1, making your own character and your character feeling as real as Ellie feels in The Last of Us Part 2. And also imagine you and your friend moving through this post-apocalyptic, you know, Last of Us world, and your friend's not skipping or doing these janky animations all over the place. Everything feels polished. And I know this might be the one point where I'm disappointed when the game actually releases, but I have faith that Naughty Dog will keep a consistent level of polish throughout their games. They've been working on this game for like 5 years. But I'm gonna just stop the video right there. If there's anything that stands out to you about a Naughty Dog live service game, or if you think that I'm overhyping it, let me know. I'm not gonna ramble forever. I'm out.